Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. This video is going to be about low buy, about my low buy year 2021. Even though I know this video is coming out in February and the year has started, it's like 10% are already over, but I decided to do a low buy year 2021. So let me explain why I decided to do it and what I'm planning on doing, and let's get started. So shopping bans and low buys have always fascinated me because I thought it's a challenge. I like challenges. It's super interesting to actually monitor your spending, monitor what you buy and see how you actually do, see what you spend your money for and things like that. It's just very interesting, I think. It's also a way to live more sustainably because you buy less things. It's a way to save a lot of money because you buy less things. And it's a way to get to know yourself a bit better because you realize what the things are that you always want to buy, what the things are that you actually want after a certain period of time. So the reason why I'm talking about that now, even though it's mid-February, is because I wasn't so sure. Like, I thought about it in December and I'm torn between these two things of like just going with the flow, allowing myself to do what feels right in the moment, and then again doing these challenges or actually monitor something. On one hand, I really don't want to restrict myself. How can I know how I feel about a certain thing that I have or need in a few months? Like, how can I know if I can go through with this no buy or low buy in a few months? And that is a bit terrifying because I don't want to fail, because I want to be prepared for whenever I change my mind and want to buy things again or things like that. And on the other hand, it's like, stop. No, you know that you have everything you need. So there's no reason to like allow yourself to always buy things. It's absolutely possible to just not do it for a few months or like for a year. That's also the reason why I'm calling it a low buy year instead of a no buy year, because I still want to allow myself bit of room to buy something here and there when I really think I need it or when I really think I want it. Like, I don't want to stop myself completely from being allowed to buy anything for myself if I feel like I would love that new item, I would get a lot of value out of it. So let me explain the rules I'm gonna apply for myself. I will make like the whole year of 2021 a low buy year, and that is super possible because the only thing I bought this year so far was an external hard drive for my business, and that was absolutely needed. I had no space whatsoever left. I had nowhere to put all the data, all the videos and photos. Even though I decluttered my hard drives, like, this hard drive was absolutely needed, and that is a thing that I was absolutely allowed to buy and that I would be allowed to buy in the future in this low buy year as well, because I want to allow myself to buy things that are needed. And needed is not meant in a sense of like needed to survive, but actually it just wouldn't make sense for me to stop my business from running because I don't want to spend these 160 euros. That's what that hard drive costs. Just because I don't want to spend that money, like that just doesn't make sense. As well as other things that are just needed for everyday life. So of course I will buy groceries. Of course I will buy like new toothbrushes and a new soap if I need one. And that's pretty much it, I think. Toilet paper. I also am allowed to replace things if they break. Like, if something that I need for living, and most of the things I have at that point in time are actually things I use on a regular basis and kind of need, if something breaks, I'm allowed to replace it. But then we come to my wardrobe, for example, and that is a bit more tricky because of course I have a wardrobe that works. I have an extreme minimalist wardrobe, so I do have the bare minimum of what I need, but it works. Like, I have clothes to wear and yeah, that's everything I need from my wardrobe. But a few of my pieces are getting a bit old, like they're losing their shape, they're losing their color, they're getting a few holes, and so that is where I'm not entirely sure what to do, because I don't just want to buy new things now, even though these things still work, and since I'm at home all the time, it really doesn't matter if there's a small hole, if they're losing a bit of their color or shape. So I want to put off exchanging these for the longest time possible. But of course, I will not wear socks that have more hole than sock, then I will replace them. And that is, I think, one of the things that I will buy in the course of this year, because I do have an extreme minimalist wardrobe. I go through things more quickly. And that is why I'm pretty sure that there will be a few things that I need to exchange in my wardrobe. Also, I do have a wish list, and if you're interested in that wish list, I will make a video about it. Let me know in the comments if you want to see a video like that. And on that wish list, there are just like, I think, 10 things that I would like to have, that I haven't bought because they're not super necessary, because they're expensive, because I can wait for a bit longer. But these are things that would mostly exchange other things. Like, I wouldn't buy a new thing that I did not have before and just add it to my life, but I have similar things but that I just don't like that much, that don't work as well as I want them to work. And on that wish list, there are these 10 things that would replace other 10 things in order to make my life even more like easy and more practical. And just these are just things I also want to have, like for example another pair of jeans, because I don't really like the pair of jeans I have right now, so I want to exchange that pair of jeans, even though I could still wear that pair of jeans and there's nothing really wrong with the pair of jeans I currently have. And I don't just want to buy my whole wish list this year, because I am trying to make this a low buy year, but I think that I'm going to buy a few things off that wish list. For a rough estimate, I want to give myself one thing per month I can buy. And for January, it was that hard drive that was actually absolutely needed, and we'll see what it is for February. And of course, it would be better if I don't need to use these one things per month. Also, because it could happen, of course, that in July, I suddenly need 3 things out of a certain reason. So roughly, I want to stick to a maximum of 12 new things this year. Also, I want to not get that many things like secondhand for free, and just I want to stop the constant cycling of my belongings. Even though I don't need to buy them, maybe I don't want to like get more things and then declutter other things. Like, I want to stop that to really get to know what I actually want and need, because otherwise it's like an ongoing cycle, I think. Even though if I'm doing that very sustainably, and if most of my new things are secondhand, and if I really pay attention to where my old things go, it's still a habit that I kind of want to slow down. And then the other thing, of course, I want to reach with this low buy year is saving some money. Because I'm in a position right now that this is my first year when I finish my studies, where I'm completely on my own with my finances, and I want to turn this YouTube channel into my business and into my full-time job. We'll see how that goes, and I'm still not sure if I'm not maybe still gonna apply for a job. But right now I'm in a situation where I just want to get a good overview over my finances, create a strong and sustainable financial foundation for this year and for like the years coming. So I want to keep my cost of living as low as possible, and that is also where this low buy will really come in handy and help a lot, I think. If you want to know more about my current financial situation, I'll link you a video up here where I talk about like what a month costs in my life, where that money is coming from, what I exactly buy each month, or what the expenses are that I have each month. So I'll link the video up here where I completely tell you everything about my financial situation at the moment. Something I forgot to mention, this low buy year is only going to apply for my things. So if I need to buy something for my son, or if we want to buy something for our household, it's not entirely my decision, and so I'm not going to include that into my like low buy rules, even though of course I still will make an effort to not just buy a bunch of things for our household and for my son. And if I do, I still try to find the most sustainable option and try to not like spend money that I don't need to spend. So yeah, I do a no buy or like a low buy for my things and not for our entire household. With that said, I'm super excited for this year. I'm super excited for this low buy because it's the first time that I'm actually challenging myself to do something like this. I do not have super strong rules. As I just said, one thing per month is the maximum, and I want to be below that if possible. and I want to save some money with it, but also it will be super interesting because I've never like taken a challenge where I would really monitor it. Because if we're honest, my whole life has kind of been low buy. Like, of course I had that phase in my teenage years where I would buy a lot of fashion pieces, but apart from that, I never was a big like shopper. I never spent a lot of money, so my cost of living is pretty low already. I never bought a lot of things. If you want to know the exact amount of things I bought in 2020, I'll link you the video up here, and I will also link the video where I share everything that I have gotten for free in 2020. It's quite a few things, but it's really not that much because it was possible to put it in these two videos. But I want to be below that this year. And again, with that challenge, I do not want to restrict myself to a crazy amount where it gets stressful and uncomfortable. Also because I do not need to like pay off debt, or I do not need to like save a huge amount of money. I just want to turn down my spending a bit. I want to turn down my accumulating of new things a bit. I want to like just take that everything a bit down to have a bit more constant things I have in my life, to just get to know myself even better, get to know what I want, what I need, and what I actually will like buy moving forward. Let me know if you have ever done a no buy or low buy year or month or anything like that, and also let me know if you're interested in doing it, if you want to do it with me, and if I should do an update video in a few months. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll like talk about how it's going with one thing a month, because I know there are a few things I think I need to get this year, so we'll see how it goes. Now, I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and I'll link you a video and a playlist right here that you can watch right now if you want to watch more videos. And I also hope to see you next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. That really helps with the algorithm, and see you next time. Bye!